Let's pay homage to the lineage gurus. Homage to the Venerable Monk Liaoming. Homage to Master Sakya Tsongkhong. Homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa. And homage to Master Dubden Dorji. Let's pay homage to the three jewels of the altar. And the main deity of the group practice today, the Yellow Jambala, Heavenly King of the North, Vaisravana. Semu, Tansen Katso, Tupten City, Tupten Kama, Tansen Katso. And Dhamma masters, Dhamma lecturers, Dhamma teachers, Dhamma instructors, Dhamma teaching assistants, temple and center directors, and all disciples present here and over the internet. Good evening, how do you do?
Olamiko, Kekeromocho, Skoyin, Ichiba, Kimochi, Jumi, Yapi, Pudding Pudding, Konbanwa.
Today we practice the four heavenly kings, the heavenly king of the north, Vaisravana, Yellow Jambala, the wealth deities in Tantayana, in water, that's the dragon kings. On the ground, they belong to the mountain gods and earth gods. In the sky, in heavens, are the four heavenly kings. The four heavenly kings are halfway up Mount Sumeru. The heavens at the four directions, the south Jambudvipa, the north Uttarakuru, the west Abarognigoya, and the east Purvavidya. And there are countless palaces in the four heavens. In the Surangama Sutra, it's mentioned the four heavens. Ananda, by the power of Sakyamuni Buddha, went to the four heavens of the four heavenly kings and can see the whole world. So the view was really vast. And in the Surangama Sutra, it's mentioned when Ananda was in the four heavens, he could see the sun palace, the moon palace, and there are many more golden palaces and pagodas of 7 treasures. It's truly opulent and grandeur. But coming back to the Saha world, all he could see was the Anatta Pindika monastery in the Jeta Grove. Just those few lecture halls and nothing else.
所以在天上富有的，
So the wealthy ones in heavens are in the four heavens.
这个富有
Actually,
万之天，
above and beyond the heavens,
在须弥山顶
that's more
33天
opulent or wealthier.
是空基天，
At the peak of Mount Sumeru is the 33rd heavens, and above is the heaven of emptiness and extinction.
富足的地方。
Of course, that's truly wealthy place.
人间最富有，
And in the Saha world, the richest one,
当然有很多这个富豪，
of course, there are many
像是后面
wealthy people, like behind our Lijiang temple. Microsoft had been the richest person on earth,
富豪变来变去，
and the richest man changed back and forth.
其实也是幻化。什么是幻化？
Actually, no matter how rich you are, they're all illusory. Why? Because it's ever changing. Today you're rich, and tomorrow somebody else is the
但其
richest.
实到最后也是幻化。
But at the end, ultimately, it is illusory. There's no use to be rich.
这个不过房子住得好一点，
However, living in a nice car, a nice house, driving a nice car,
一切都好一点，就是不好。
if you have everything a bit nicer, you're considered wealthy.
因为有时候啊，
Sometimes
烦恼也是很多，不好的烦恼也是很多。
rich people also have lots of afflictions, lots of worries.
他不像我们一般的人，
Not like us ordinary
走来
people,
走去，走来走去。
we can go anywhere.
当富豪的在外面走，
As the wealthiest person, if you just walk alone outside, it can be dangerous.
你也不容易在路上看到他。
And it's not easy to see them on the street.
当富豪有什么用？
So what used to be wealthiest? Because you can't be like general people going places.
有时候啊，真的，什么是痛苦？
So sometimes, what is suffering? What is happiness?
分类。
It's really hard to differentiate.
所以最近讲啊，
So recently we
是
say
一个生跟死，
that human life is just about birth and death,
不过是一个聚一个散，
and love is just about gathering and
是
separation,
一个好一个坏。
and mood is about good or bad, and life is just a suffering and happiness.
你把它想成快乐就快乐，
If you think of it as happiness, it is happiness. If you think of it as a suffering or sorrow, then it is sorrow.
上法座，
Every time
星期六、礼拜
I
天
get on the Dharma throne on Saturday and
别
Sunday,
人上法座是很清楚，
and the people suffer when they get on the Dharma throne. To be proper for everybody to see, but not for Grandmaster.
人上法座
When the master get on the Dharma throne, I would fall asleep.
你们不要怪我，
Please don't blame me.
是上法都不睡觉，
How come every time Grandmasters get on the Dharma throne, he falls asleep?
因为我也不紧张，
Because I'm not nervous at all.
放松，
I'm very relaxed. I don't care what people say.
就是要睡觉。
I just want to drowse, take a nap.
其实睡觉完了，
Actually, after a nap, I feel more awake. Otherwise, how can I give Dharma teaching?
我是不管人家怎么讲，
I don't care what people say.
好像头低低的，我是在祷告。
You see me drowsy with the head nodding low, but actually I was praying.
今天修什么法？
As soon as I,
不会醒过
with
来，
my eyes closed, but I know what kind of practice we have. When I hear it's the Grandmaster to perform the overall meditation, I would wake up naturally.
是修什么法？
And I knew what practice we do.
所以也没有差多少。
So no big difference.
禅定
Actually, meditation
跟睡觉
and sleep,
就是一线之差。
there's a fine line between meditation and sleep.
禅定是睡跟醒，
Meditation is in between sleep and wakefulness.
是睡，
Sleep
醒是醒，
is asleep,
禅定是睡，
wakefulness is wakefulness, but meditation is in between sleep and wakefulness.
再来讲楞严经，他就会提到，
In the Surangama Sutra, next it will talk about that.
我们先讲个笑话。
Let's tell a joke first.
老爸被儿子讲，小明讲，
Dad told
放今天
Xiaoming,
紧张，好好的考试，
just take it easy and do your test well.
好关系的，
I've found a good
虽然后台
connection
但考
and good support.
你还是要认真的考。
So even we have a good backing, you still have to take the tests seriously.
我会调
And Xiaoming said,
自己的心态，
okay, I will adjust
考场
my mood and attitude and going into the exam now.
你找谁
But
的关
Dad,
系？
who's the connection?
大甲妈祖，
It's Ma Zhu from Dajia. It's a deity.
刚刚要睡觉，接来一个诈骗电话，
Before I go to sleep, I receive a phone call that's a scam. A scammer.
就问
And Xiaoming asks,
骗我多少钱？
so just tell me how much money you want to cheat me,
会给你好，
and I'll wire it to you right away.
诈骗的，
And the scammer
真的吗？
was shocked. Really?
小明讲的，
And then Xiaoming said,
他好意思当骗子啊？
oh, it's so easy to cheat you, and you still want to be a scammer, a cheater?
我今天刚好看到一个
Today,
诈骗的，
I happen to see
他说现在更厉害，
to encounter something being scammed,
在左面
and they said it's even worse now.
拿了一个
Like as you're walking,
一个罐头，
someone took a can of food for you and asked
叔叔，
you,
帮我开
Uncle,
罐头，
can you please open this
开不了。
can? I cannot open it.
像我们一般人都会帮他打开的，
And most of us would help the
因为
kid
小孩
to
子
open
拿一个那个
because little kid
罐头来，请你开，你难道不会说我不帮你开？不会吧？
asking you to open it. You wouldn't say that you don't want to help,
他一
right?
开呢，
But as soon as you open
帮
it,
他开，拿给他，小孩子就
And
把
then
那个瓶子
give it to the kid, and then drink the water inside it, and then he
倒
fainted.
了以后呢，旁边就有
And
人过来，
after he fainted,
那是我
people
的
would
小孩，
come and say, "That's my kid."
你看你现在怎么办？
What did you do?
你把我小孩子弄晕倒，
You made my kid faint.
就这样子骗钱，
And then they ask you for money.
要送医院，
Had to be sent to the hospital. So now,
越来越高。
what should we do? So scams are getting worse and worse now. Please be careful.
这个老公跟老婆，
The husband
老公讲，老婆，你
said,
等一下可以抹
"Honey,
抹地吗？
in the bed, can you mop the floor? I want to take a break today." And the wife said,
我才不想动呢。
"No, I don't feel like doing anything."
啊，凭什么你一直坐着看这个电视？
Why? You can just sit there and watch TV and I have to mop the floor.
老婆回答：“这你不能跟我比。
And the wife
有一个好的
replied,
老公，你有吗？
"But you can't compete with me because I have a good husband, do you?"
什么笑话？
What kind of a joke is that?
董事长的家宴要试试手下们的忠诚度。命令
At the
招财把
CEO's banquet
抹黑
at home wanted to test the subordinates,
熄灭烛火，当烛火
and
在
then
亮后，
asked
离谱
Zhao Can
大家手都是
a breast to be smeared with
结的
black ash,
没有
and then during dinner
招谈，
the power was out, and then they used
就笑
when it came back on, everyone's hands are all black except Li Bu. And so Li Bu smiled, but then his teeth were black. Do you understand?
家宴要试试手下们的忠诚度。好了，我们进入
Now we'll
你问我
get to the main topic on the Q&A. A question from Malaysia, 莲花耀龙.
一心顶礼尊贵的根本上
Wholeheartedly, I pay homage to the precious root Guru Living Buddha Lian Sung.
良性
I had karmic affinity to come into contact with the faith of
及传承
the Venerable Mother, referring to the Golden Mother of Tzu Tang,
中的瑶池金母
and learn that each mother deity has her own origin and lineage. So, may I ask Grandmaster, where does Golden Mother of our True Buddha school originate from? For example, Grandmaster once said that Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva enshrined at the Seattle Temple comes from Mount Jiuhua.
离婚灵是不是
So, all the Golden Mothers consecrated within True Buddha school came from the Golden Mother at the Seattle Temple. Within this faith, there's a belief that some emanated spirits are those devotees or disciples who, after pass away, listed in the celestial ranks and became spirits enshrined in the golden bodies of the mother deities. Is there such a thing in Buddha school? If some fellow disciples cultivate well but unable to go to the Pure Land, would they be assigned to be as protectors to temples, cultivation centers, such as Earth God or protector like Surangama? Why are you asking such a question? Actually, this is the issue of the heavens and the intangible realm. Back then, when I received the awakening from Golden Mother, that was the Golden Mother of the Jade Emperor Temple in Taichung. She helped me open my third eye. And the person who helped was Jio-san. And Jio-san came from the Sibibutang temple in Hualien. And now the head of that temple is her son. And the origin came from the Golden Mother in the Taichung Jade Emperor Temple. And later on, to create affinities broadly, I also went to the headquarters of the Golden Mother's temples in Hualien, Sibibutang, because they invited me to come to consecrate and bless the Golden Mother in that temple in Hualien. So I have visited the Sibibutang in Hualien. So the Golden Mother at the Seattle Lechang Temple came from Taiwan. From Taiwan. And the Golden Mother in the Tantric quarters was also invited from Taiwan. I have 3 statues that were invited from Taiwan in the Tantric quarters: Golden Mother, Amitabha Buddha, and Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva. I invited them here from Taiwan. So each deity has his own origin, and the spirit inside each image is different. Like the Golden Mother at the Seattle Temple, we can say that she's the Golden Mother of True Buddha School Head Temple. And then continuing the lineage. So who becomes which Golden Mother where? How would I know? That's decided by Golden Mother of the Hui Tang. Every one of them is Golden Mother. She has many split spirits. split bodies. It will be talked about in the Surangama Sutra, or in the Siddhigarbha Sutra, scattering of split bodies. All the Siddhigarbhas everywhere gather at the Triatimsa heaven to become one Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva, and then disperse, separated, they become hundreds of thousands of Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva. So which one's real, which one's is false? And Grandmaster's Dhamma bodies too are numerous. Many have been seen. And which one is real, which one is not real? It will be mentioned in the Surangama Sutra. That's why the chapter was called The Gathering of All the Split Bodies. All Siddhigarbha Bodhisattvas gather at the Triatimsa heaven and merge into one body. Separated, they become countless, myriad of them. So the same with Siddhigarbha, same with Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. We don't differentiate or discern this Avalokitesvara comes from where. Nobody can say. The same with Manjusri Bodhisattva. In each of the Buddha verse, next to the Buddha, there is a Manjusri. Which one is the real Manjusri? It will be mentioned in the Surangama Sutra. So the Golden Mothers consecrated within our True Buddha school does come from the Seattle temple? Well, this is the general commander, and the rest are the dispatch ones. But where does Golden Mother of True Buddha school come from? From Taiwan. And where, and the source, the real origin of Golden Mother? From the heavens. And in Hualien, there's a place where she descended, so there's a memorial tablet there. Memorial tablet, because someone saw. And then near Cihui Tang, it's separated into Wangmu. Sung An Gong. And then Golden Mother at the Cihui Tang. Wangmu. So separated into two, and then you ask which one came from, they're all the same. So if you want to discern it specifically, discern, then you can observe when one day you become Golden Mother, then you can discern which Golden Mother comes from where. Like fellow disciples seeing each other. Are you a disciple of True Buddha school? Yes. Where are you from? Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia. And Philippines, Hong Kong. Southeast Asia, from America. So each of the Golden Mother is different. Are you all come from the same place? No. Some people speak Cantonese. Some speak English. Some speak Spanish. Some speak Chinese. Some speak Taiwanese. All different languages. So the same with Golden Mothers. they could speak all different languages. Wherever she is, she would speak the local language. And Grandma says Dharma bodies too. Would speak the language of whomever. I cannot speak those languages, but the Dharma bodies can. So in heavens, I would speak heavenly language. There are many people here who can speak the heavenly languages. The one from Taiwan has gone home. From the Shantian Emperor from the north. Can you speak the heavenly language?
Yes, then兄弟。Yes, go yeah, go yeah, yes, go yes.
谢谢。
Thank you. So he could speak the language of the heaven. It's from the place of the mysterious northern emperor of the northern pole. How about Lian Xi?
阿弥陀佛，师尊好。Katiku taka ichichuku pakasiko etika muke itso ekupakato entakaga metaka etikaseko me takotakabi ne kopa ikatiku muteke ai hai takumanati changosako hechuku mutika honiko vanchiko masikataruta enoko suma Hey, so comenta kare. Ai, chokomata. Amitabha.
好，换连燕讲天语。
Okay, now Lian Yin.
Mikuruksa, alukesa, kuruki, aki makodokode, alukisa motoke, hakunomade, burumuka, sukunote, kulumuku, akuneke, pokototara.
那谁讲？你指谁？
Who did you say?
还有谁要讲的？好，
师尊好，大家好。卡斯ケテとパチケテあっちゃからかたちけてサクルクテケアンスパチケテアスクレケテカ。Caka seke pasugru putuke a chukrikete pasugurikete hapsikirikete.
好，另外那个
Okay. And the ordained one
连胜同修会的，
from Lian Seng chapter. Oh, she's gone home.
他还会讲。
She could speak too, but didn't know what they're talking about.
是它里面的那个
Inside, the spirit inside her that speaks.
还有谁会讲？
Anybody else can speak here?
Malasai izikante, mayasu izikurusa karaya, mayasu maskatata izikurute. Izikurusa manangatako, sakasasa maskatata ya ta sa 萨萨萨玛呀，咕噜对，谢谢，感恩师尊。
你看，单单天语就很多人会讲啊。
See, just the heavenly language, many people can speak it, right?
你说是哪一尊？
So you ask which deity?
我不是唱一条歌吗？对不对？
I sing that song, right?
唱的是天歌。
So my music teachers sang this heavenly song.
风大，山那是风大，山那是风大，雷谁谁？山那是风大，山那是风大，山那是风大，雷谁谁？哦罗得哦，哦罗得罗得哦，哦罗得罗得雷谁谁？哦谁哦谁哦？看我们还会唱歌呢。
We can even
是
sing.
哪一尊的？
So which deity?
真的是天宇的。
Anyway, it's heavenly stuff, heavenly song.
体系里面就会出现这种情况。
So in True Buddhist school lineage, such a thing happens.
但是各尊
All different deities
都会讲不同的语言，
and different deities speaks different languages.
像师尊的分身，
Like Grandmaster's Dharma bodies can speak Cantonese.
讲的他到香港去，他就要讲广东话。
So if they go to Hong Kong, they would speak Cantonese, Hong Kongese.
你这样到香港去，你只会讲台语。
But if you
香港人
speak
听不懂啊
Taiwanese in Hong Kong, the Hong Kongese would not understand.
你就是
So whichever country you go, you would speak the language
因为
for sure.
只要显现给各个地方，
So those who appear in different places would be understood. They could speak.
这就是所谓神呐、
So
神就是妙，
this is divinity, which is wondrous,
真心的
and wondrous is lucid or luminous.
就会明白很多事。
So in the realm of the wondrous, luminous true mind, you will understand many things.
马来西亚莲花耀容，你要知道，
So Lianhua Yaorong from Malaysia, you need to understand
等你得到妙明真心的时候，
to understand the real origin and lineage of the golden mothers. You will understand once you attain the wondrous luminous true mind. But before it, you will not understand no matter how it's explained.
就是这样，
That's how it is.
没有错。有些同门
That's
被
right.
安排去就有人的
That some disciples are dispatched
守护神
to become protectors at
地宫的
their temples or chapters that have an affinity with them. Some become earth god, some becomes protectors.
的护法伽蓝，谁在
The Sangharama of Taiwan Lichang Temple,
当初建
the temple protector, was the benefactor who donated that piece of land, now became the temple protector.
建出来，
He donated that piece of land so we can build the Taiwan Lichang
以
Temple.
后，他回到台湾
After he passed, he returned to the Taiwan Lichang Temple to become its protector.
就是有这种事情。
So such a thing to happen. Such a thing does happen.
老婆讲，老公，
The wife said, "Honey, if I'm old
咬不动食物的时候，
and I can't chew on food anymore, what
我会把
would you do?"
你
And the husband
会
said,
把我最喜欢吃的咬烂了，
"I will chew what I love most until it's soft and then feed you." And the wife said, "Oh, thank you, honey. You're the best. What do you like most?"
老公讲，
And the husband replied,
谢谢老公，你最好了。那你最喜欢吃什么呢？老婆回答，
the husband,
这个宝贝
is it the husband or the wife that replied?
说喜欢吃甘蔗。
Sugar cane.
咬烂了，给他吃。
So after you chew on sugar cane, you feed that.
这个字好小哦。
Oh, the writings are so tiny here.
聊天记录，女朋友的聊天。
This is a chat.
女生，你想吃什么？要说
Ask, what do you like to
我
eat?
们等等吃什么？
Guess what we're eating
不
later.
懂吗？
Don't ask your boyfriend or your girlfriend, what do you want to eat? Just say,
所
oh,
以我们
guess what we're going to eat tonight?
要吃帝王蟹跟牛，
King crab
我让
and
你
beef.
没让你许愿，
I just want to let you guess, but not to make a wish.
到牛肉。猜不到牛肉面前就
If you can't guess it's a
猜，
beef noodle, then continue to guess.
这什么意思？我搞不清楚。
What does it mean? I don't know.
什么叫做旅游呢？
What is traveling?
旅游是从
The answer is
不一样的地方
traveling is
不一样的地
to
方
leave behind a
自
boring
己的钱，让别人
a boring place to go to the boring place of other people
再回到
and then spending our money
继续
and then with empty pocket and tired body we come back to the place that
好，我们讲的
we are bored with.
告诉你，听得懂听不懂，所以你
So now I will discuss the Surangama Sutra. It's up to you if you want to understand or not. Because it's very difficult to explain. Nobody
弄
understands.
了好久才弄懂，
It took me a long time to understand, really.
还是不懂，
But even after I understand, I still don't understand.
那个逻辑是怎么讲？
The logic is so, I don't know how.
释迦牟
The
尼
Buddha said to Manjusri Bodhisattva
诸大众跟
and the Great Assembly,
菩萨讲，十方如来及大
all Tathagatas of the 10 directions and all great Bodhisattvas,
的佛跟大菩萨
all the Buddhas and great Bodhisattvas,
自住三昧地中，
while abiding in samadhi, in meditation,
之中啊，见疑见言，这个星光发露，
that seeing and the seen and the wondrous luminous true mind appears,
六尘，它也一样可以。
and the six does
六尘就是
can also be seen,
山河大地，
which is all the things in the world,
并所想象，并所想象，
along with all
这些看见的
conceptual distinction or mental formation,
如虚空华，
all those seeings are like flowers in the sky.
有时候有病的时候，你看到空中有些花掉下来，它的比例很奇怪。
Sometimes
你生病
when you're sick,
很多空中的花，
you close your eyes and you see many flowers falling from the sky.
如虚空华，
It's an interesting analogy.
很多的花掉下来，
So
所有本来
fundamentally non-existent. The flowers never existed,
但是你也看到
but you saw them,
很多花掉下来，
many flowers
现即言
from the sky.
妙明真心跟六尘的所看到的一切现象，
So the wondrous luminous true mind and all the phenomena seen by the six dust, observed by the six dust, originally is considered the wondrous luminous true mind.
净明体是同样跟妙明真心是一样的东西，
So this Bhuti,
全部都是妙明真心。
the wondrous, pure, and radiant, that's the wondrous luminous true mind. They are all manifested by the wondrous luminous true mind.
怎么
How can there be any distinction of what is and what is not? How can you decide which one is real, which one is not real? So Manjusri, now I ask you,
更有文殊是文殊者为
you are Manjusri. Now is there a Manjusri who is Manjusri, and is there a Manjusri who is not Manjusri?
每个佛国都有
So Manjusri has many split
哪一个是
bodies.
真的，哪一个是假的
In each Buddha verse, there is a Manjusri. So which one is real? Which one is fake?
释迦牟尼佛问文殊师利菩萨，
Sakyamuni Buddha asked Manjusri
哪一个是真
Bodhisattva,
的文殊师利菩
which one is the real Manjusri Bodhisattva?
萨？师利菩萨，
The Manjusri Bodhisattva next to me, and all the Manjusri Bodhisattvas seen in the Buddha verses. Which ones are real? Which ones are fake? Manjusri has countless emanations, and Grandmaster too has
每
many,
个人感应都
and the ones
是真的，
they're all
是
different.
假的，是不是？
The spiritual responses and what they see are different.
是真的跟假的。
So which ones are real, which ones are fake?
是师利菩萨
But there is no such things about which one's real, which one's fake.
没有错，
So Manjusri replied, just so, world honored one, Sakyamuni Buddha, I am truly Manjusri Bodhisattva.
也没有假的文殊
Yet
师利菩萨。为什么这样子？
also no fake Manjusri.
真的，
Why?
如果我是真的文殊，
If I am the true
有
Manjusri,
两个文殊师利，
then there would be two
甚
Manjusris,
至更多的文殊师利。
or even more.
然我今日为无文殊，
Yet today, I am not Manjusri either. Or you can say,
师利菩萨，
I am not Manjusri either.
也没
There really is no duality of is or is not.
有讲谁是真的，
So who is real?
谁是假的。
Who is fake? There is no such thing.
你想想看，如是尊的分
So
身，
think about it, about Grandmaster's Dharma bodies or split bodies.
他看到的是假的，
So what you see is real, what they see is fake. No, every one of them is real, but actually every one of them is also fake,
也是假的。
including the one seated here is fake, is not real.
没有什么叫做真的跟假的，没有这回事。
So there is no such thing as real or not real. They're all
了
illusions.
解到这个妙明真心就是这样。世界
So to understand the wondrous luminous true mind is that everything in the world are
没有什么是
illusion, illusory, manifested.
如是师尊，就是哎呀，
So just so, world honored one,
我是真的文殊师利菩萨，
Sakyamuni Buddha, I am truly Manjushri, yet also not Manjushri.
如果
Actually,
不是
if
我是真的文殊，
I am
若有
a
是
true Manjushri,
真的文殊，那就有两个文殊。
then there would be 2 Manjushris or many more.
然我今日非无文殊，
Yet today I am not Manjushri
现
either.
在也没有什么叫做是的文殊，真的文殊跟假的文殊的。
So there is no such thing as real Manjushri and fake Manjushri.
没有什么是
So there really is no
假的。
duality of is or is not. There is no such thing as real or unreal.
法身也是一样，
The same with the Dharma
法身是
bodies.
如生厌，
The Dharma bodies are Sengyen Lu.
那我这个如生厌呢？
And how about this Sengyen
两个
Lu?
如生厌呢，
Then there would be 2 Sengyen
这
Lus.
两个很多
And not just 2. Many people saw.
我有很多的如生厌，
So there are many Sengyen Lus.
哪一个是真的，哪一个是
So which one's real? Which one's
真的
fake?
什么事情？
There is no such thing as real or fake.
你要了解到坐在这里说法的
You need to understand that the Sengyen Lu seated here giving Dharma teaching is real but also false.
真的也没有什么是假的。
So, and there's no duality as real or not real.
这样，他所看
That's
到
how wondrous luminous true mind is.
根本别人看不到。
What one sees cannot be seen by others.
座上
Like I have said, right? Seated here on the Dharma throne, eyes closed.
我还没有摸顶，还没有
And
跟大家摸
that was before giving blessings
从庙门口，
on the head.
从那个
There was a queue
大
from the front door
就摸顶，
coming here, and I give them blessing on the head one by one.
眼睛闭着，
And then one time, seated here, eyes closed,
只手在摸，
it looked like I was falling asleep, but one hand was giving blessings.
一大票的人来让我摸顶，
A group of people came to receive blessings
你
from
有看
me.
到吗？没
But did you see? No.
但我有看到吗？
But did I see? Yes.
那到底是真的假的？
So was that real or not?
那些人排队从庙门
The lineup of people
出去，
from the front door to here, and then one by one they walked out from the temple.
那有一次我坐在这里，
And one time I was seated here,
晚上实在是
and that evening I slept too soundly, very sleepy. I was really sleepy and couldn't stay awake.
倒过来，倒过去，
And my body and my head was swaying
肚子底下
and almost fall to under the desk.
后面的地藏王菩萨
And then Siddhikarpa Bodhisattva behind me saw something's not right. So he gave me a seat belt. He put on the seat belt for
安
me.
全带啊，从这边呐、甩过来一个无形的安全带，给我绑在椅子上，
It's an intangible seat belt, so
可以稳一点。
so I could stay up a bit better. At least I wouldn't fall.
帮我弄
So Siddhikarpa Bodhisattva helped me
下，
put on the seat belt.
那你们有看到吗？
But did you see? No.
但我知道啊，
But I know.
我知道我胸前有一个系表，
I know there's a seat belt right in front of my chest
把我绑住，
to hold me up
头不要掉得太凶，
so that my head
掉
did not too much.
掉得太凶，
Like fishing,
笑。
everybody was laughing at me. And I asked, did I fall asleep? And everybody say, no.
其中有一个小孩子讲，
And then the kid said, yes.
人家讲的是真话。
So the kid spoke truthfully.
对，小孩子他纯真嘛，他说是
The kid is more innocent. Okay, I must have slept. Yes, but the rest lied.
啊，事实上告诉大家，
But in reality, Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva put on a seatbelt on me.
那你们看到吗？没有。
But did you see? No.
但是我有感应了，我知道。
But I felt it. I knew. He put on a seatbelt on me, intangible seat belt, so that I didn't fall.
摩顶那个也是事实。
And the same with the blessings
那这个是
for a line of people. So seeing or not seeing, is that real?
看不到虚幻。你说是假的吗？
It cannot be seen. It's illusion,
你
illusory.
说真的吗？又好像是假。
So is it real? It feels unreal. But is it unreal? It is
文
real.
殊师利菩萨，
So it's such a
文
thing.
殊师利菩萨跟虚空
That's the situation. So Manjushri Bodhisattva next to me and the Manjushri Bodhisattvas in the sky, in the Buddha verses, which one is real, which one is false,
是非而相。
which one is true, which one is false. But there's no such thing as true or false, real or unreal. So that's the answer of Manjushri Bodhisattva to Sakyamuni Buddha.
讲
Frankly speaking, Manjushri Bodhisattva
正德
is
真心的，跟阿难尊者
is one who has attained the wondrous luminous true mind. He's different from Ananda.
是愚蠢。
Ananda was truly
然后十大弟子，阿难最接近释迦牟尼佛，
dumb-witted.
而且是释迦牟尼
Of the
佛
10 great disciples, Ananda was closest to Sakyamuni Buddha and also
大王子出
the
家，
paternal cousin.
当成释迦牟尼佛的侍者，带在身边很久。
It is one of
悉
the
达多也是王子，
of the princes who became monks. The same with Devadatta.
也是王子，阿难尊者也是王子。
So Ananda, Devadatta were all princes
那释迦牟尼
who became monks following Sakyamuni Buddha. Sakyamuni Buddha attained Buddhahood and had wondrous luminous true mind, but Ananda did
佛
not.
世界
Only after Sakyamuni Buddha left the Saha world, he felt, oops, something's not right. Then he cultivated seriously and eventually attained the wondrous luminous true mind. So he did not understand. So that's why he had so many questions. 系统里讲，哦，
大家都反正也
the more it's talked about, the more confused he is.
菩萨不同。
But it's different with the Manjushri Bodhisattva. He's a great Bodhisattva.
上手，
And he's the leader or the chief of all the Bodhisattvas. In the Avatamsaka world,
菩萨的上手，
Manjushri Bodhisattva is the first and foremost of all the Bodhisattvas.
智慧第一啊！
He's the wisest with the greatest wisdom in the Mahayana Buddhism.
佛教里面
And Sariputra is the wisest in the Hinayana
大圣
Buddhism,
里面是文殊师利菩萨，
or the lesser vehicle. But Manjusri is in the Mahayana Buddhism.
他是
And the Tibetans refer to him as the deity or the god of wisdom.
他的伟大，除了佛以外，他就最伟
Other than the Buddha, he's the greatest.
最伟大的大菩萨，所以他懂得什么叫做妙明真心。
So he knew what is the wondrous luminous true mind. He understands, he knows.
跟花一样，
So what you see are just like flowers in the sky.
所看见的。那一般人是看不到，
All that's seen.
一般人是没有办
But
法见。
most people, ordinary people, can't see, cannot experience, cann
内
cannot understand.
地所有的如来，
In Samadhi,
所有的大菩萨，
all the Tathagatas and all the great Bodhisattvas in their
开
Samadhi
发出来的妙明真心，开发出来
develop the wondrous luminous true mind.
虚幻的，
Although it is illusory, but it's also real.
是真的，
But it's also unreal.
他们真的能够有所见，
But they can truly see,
看见是不太
which is different, slightly different
有很多的
from the seeing of ordinary people.
在妙明真心的
So many transcendent or supernatural power
产生的，
can appear due to the wondrous luminous true mind.
当然了，像那个释迦牟尼讲，
Of course, like Sakyamuni Buddha says,
是幻化，
this is inherently illusory and not real. They're all false, but they're also real.
也不是假的。
And they're not real, but also not
像那地藏
unreal.
菩萨给我那个息表，
It's like the seatbelt
在我来讲，
put on by Siddhikara Bodhisattva. For me, it's real. But for you, you didn't see.
所有的幽
nothing
冥进来，
And all the spirits walking
那也
in
是真的啊。
to receive blessings from me, it's real
你
too.
们看没有？
But for you,
有
it's
的还拿
nothing.
名单来给我签，
And some people still ask me to sign their names,
我说
lists of names.
我哪一个名
One time seated here,
叫我加持，
someone gave
对面
a letter and asked me to bless, and I signed my name June 28th, 2025.
你们看我这个手在比划，就是在签名。
So you saw me making the gesture of signing,
那你们没看到啊？那是假的吧？
but you didn't see, so that's fake, that's
到底
false.
是
But
真的还是假的？
I saw it, it's real. So is it real or is it not real? It seems to be real, it seems to be unreal. So there's none
有时候他们也拿名
of the so-called real or not real.
要我加持，
Sometimes they ask me to sign the list of names to bless them. It's a strange thing,
哦，对不对？地藏菩萨，
right? Siddhikara Bodhisattva.
地藏菩萨，只有
Siddhikara Bodhisattva, when Chiosan came and saw him to be Korean,
就是讲香港诶，
so he speaks Sarangi.
对啊，太韩国人
He's Korean.
真是。这是慧君的笑话，
This is Hui Jin's
也是
joke.
要把钱呢花在
Traveling. In traveling, you should spend money on food and not on shopping, because on the way home,
是要
if your baggages are overweight, you have to pay. But if you yourself are overweight, you don't have to pay more. โอมานิเปมิฮง